started out as just another party, but it turned into... Halfway through the night, you turned to me and told me that you had never been happier than you were in that moment. You said the room felt like a castle, like the walls were made of marble. And I laughed because we were in your parents' basement and I was watching you trace with your fingertips along the dirty bricks in awe of the intricate veins that you perceived. I agreed with you though, because your smile transformed that room, turned our friends into courtiers and our beers to champagne. I wish I'd known how valuable that smile was. My best friend in the world, you know. You haven't left my side since that night. We're inseparable. We've been on benders together, drinking and dancing and smoking and laughing, barely sleeping, barely stopping. We've watched every other sunrise. I've given you every errant thought that I've had, and you've given me all of yours in return. We've gone from autumn rolling into winter, dodging raindrops and gales, spending time sheltering in my room, blowing O's out of songs. I am defined by the time I spend with you, and you are defined by the time you spend without me. No. You are defined by the time you spend with me, and I am defined by the time I spend without you. I don't know. I mean, time's become insignificant anyway. It's been days or maybe weeks. You know, if you told me months, then I might believe you. It doesn't matter. I'm happy as long as we're together. And you tell me you agree. I think you do. Sometimes I struggle to hear you. Sorry, no. When we're sober, sometimes I struggle to hear you, but that's only because you don't know what to say. You know, I don't know what you'd say. If you could see me now, you'd laugh. I fell asleep, fully clothed, on top of my duvet, spread eagle, clutching a half-empty bottle of whiskey. Poor effort from me, I know. The last thing I remember is you grabbing my jacket to go out for a cigarette. It's almost winter, so the sunlight is pale. I've woken up sober and you're not here. I walk around my house and you're nowhere. You're not in the garden having a cig either. There's a storm coming. The dry leaves are being thrown into spirals by invisible hands, and the trees are fighting, and the clouds are racing, and the house is swaying. I call you, but you don't pick up. I text you, but you don't answer. I shiver. I go into my room and I roll a joint. I text you to come to mine because I've got a plan for our day. And you still don't answer. You're probably at your girlfriend's house, right? Or you're at the shops buying bacon and eggs and orange and vodka for breakfast. Or you're at your own house for once, dancing alone in the kitchen to Oasis. Or you're upstairs asleep on somebody's floor because you weren't quite tired when I was. Or you're still on a night out, jumping in between those seedy bars that stay up until the morning's twilight. Or you're in Leeds because you walk past a train when you walk past the station and you fancy a change of scene. Or you're 2 doors down getting started on drinking with that guy that never sleeps. Or you're at our favourite smoking spot but your phone's out of charge so you can't call me. And then I remember that you're not doing any of those things because you're I go into the garden and I light my joint. I inhale. I exhale. And I feel your hand on my shoulder. And you're asking for a toke. Your touch is a warm breeze, and your voice quiets down the roaring of the warring trees. I ask you where you've been. Then I remember that I'm talking to fragments of you in my head.